It's your boy Young Love. I give him that time. Pancho leg stay the Panchi America. Panji Dual, Pancho leg stay the Panchi America. Panji Dual, walk on the lake, Kankaro, what on the watching. Oga level leg, gear, power, leg. Panda with ya, Panchi America. Panya Dual, Chingatonga Pandon, could you ever buy a check out? Papu Panda Jiro, what they be Dual venting. Stay the Panchi America, Panji Dual, Pancha leg stay the Panchi America, Panji Dual, walk on the lake, Kankaro, what on the watching, Oga level leg, gear, power, leg, Panda with ya, Panchi America, Panya Dual, Chingatonga Pandon, could you ever buy a check out? Papu Panda Jiro, what they be Dual venting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you wherever you are tuning in. Nakal pen in tiar kutangwan pe the tim karo kutero koro. Good morning in North America anyway, or midnight. Koi to East Africa, jala koi to Europe, Australia. We got you come more ban. Yekole kabi wok jam tin kada which Jonglei Canal. You've been a look what a quarry to Monjang. So fixing leg state show is back. It's a mix, it's open. Tong been jam is allowed bin kudun we bakwani. Ling a chata pinyitan and non koi ke be ben good kubo join wamat Arnold Benjamin Bill. Talk yatan bula the jamal. Kunu a difference come dredging kujala digging of resumption of Jonglei Canal. Le war we be quarry. When we in a quarry, kutanya kuma ikadi. Kane we could boating ma bujami to query gen war kedana chol marum torch. Marum torch a chill warage kunai near a bay. The speed of the queer, speed of queer, Rajuak, Kunajuak rot, Pua bar, Big Bear Tio, Kunale Gakachia Jalka Pew, a Kunu Bigrat Bear Walk, Koike, Taman Reba Barnam, Jalai Bargel, Naraljur, Kake where leg noka, Kidinacho suit area ban could be quarry. Benang effect, catching effect below. In Wama Arnold Benjamin Bill, you are free to elaborate more about this. Natong one compatible bina bin lebiana references bin kalatin. Kunika Laura Pay, welcome back to Lake State Media, which is the Fixing Lake State show. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lake State Media. It's my first time today, but I've been to know for a long time. And before kind of train, but the Benjamin Ben, does a lot to know cake, my few end, lost, show mother lost. But you call you Ben, call your leg state that you go, at you college, the coach and chica coy co. Kayana Padre, Tumbakan, you watch a mother ban, we're quite a thing. We quite leg state, what you come more than, and this is very important for us to come especially this show, fixing a lot in our state, so that we really need it to be on every week. Kiyera pagaret, buga mix, tongale ko chuka yogatan, kujula tongdar moanja, because we have a Pacific people that we are addressing them for Lake State. That's why we're using think a language. Kaya na chipomiat, kuwaga cha modban, wako cha University Sudan. Kaya na pagaret. Back to you, my brother Isaac.
Apa the ready? Apa din chale Charnol kayen kabro jalo wabro jakam ti te kwera warich kada chol marum toj ne kan ne ti kwera ti ati di jalo wada bor en gichi akuma walaya betad alanil in the Unity State chicago allowed be Egyptian be makanat can be kabe ku makanat ka e kwer kangu chike mat ke ga kuma or akuma wane nom walaya toke tin kwenwe ne bane jog eten college tia ke Jonglei Canal ku ka ja nong fiere chine kana gor to Jonglei Canal bi bere berpin ne we tong de ka twen ka yon garang karoron har ka shabi je shaba tahrir Sudan. It was one of the objectives etar ko with Jonglei Canal. But now the way Egyptians kuma Misr di chika kedan luatin achit jal da kuma Juba Sudan no political issues and something like that goki jal luen kai kameten 18 to meet ke piu jal ka joj bi la to Misr chin effect below in the area kidina chog green zone.
Wallahi, ina bakang late Isaac, the kitchen question can I Benial today, and I think this question is really lingering among the South Sudanese people, especially the intellectual people, that they know how much the minerals South Sudan they meant to them. Kibalwil, Kikichol Wara Kwari. I don't know why Kuma Apple Ashan Bia Loye Juza. So Hogukuma Alibabanial Kaga program, because if you see right now, the place where the flood is not the one place. In South Sudan as a whole, they have the same problem of the flood of water. So if the government need actually to do this, it should be like a collectively, not a different place, a different individual side. That's why it's mean that Okuma, he doesn't know what is tends to in case of the water. And now the water, actually, I can say this, coming another 10 years or 20 years, water will be a problem in the world, not only in South Sudan. And you can see right now, it's almost happened. The first water war between Ethiopian and Egypt. For God forbidden, that didn't happen. So South Sudan is a soft target to Egypt. So if they didn't get the water from Ethiopia, the easy place that they can go to is South Sudan. And South Sudan have to be careful about this, because the water is a living thing for South Sudanese. And this South Sudan will be there for a million of years to come. So we don't have to Bupiwa be jeopardized in the way that we cannot understand it. Yes, we have a flood. Flood will be there for long. And then now people should resort to the higher places, and government higher places for time being. And then come to the point to Kichol water quarry. Water quarry, river quarry. If you want to fix that one, you have to go to all the areas, all the rivers in South Sudan, you have to clean it. So water can go flow to the Nile, and then from Nile they go to Egypt. To the Nile and then to Egypt. If you do not do this, Yabga can kneel in a quarry, and then other areas will be still having a flood because no then can at everywhere. And then the government should come to the strategy that can see all these problems collectively and put it in one place, and then to see could you hello couldn't become low. To me, to my understanding as geologists, so we don't have to go to the Nile to clean it. We have to clean it all the rivers, the small rivers, all around South Sudan, so that water can come fluently, and then they go to the Nile. From Nile, they go to the north, and if the intention they want to say they want to clean the garbage from the water. If there's another program behind in the river, if they have program behind, they can come publicly because now South Sudanese have a capable people that can solve this problem of the flood. If you go right now, if you see the Italia and Medina Chidi which to Warkeli, you see Medina to Warkeli. Okay, how do you call it in English? Bundukia in Arabic. This is entire province in the sea. So water is not the issue. The way we're dealing with water in the problem in South Sudan, but the water is not an issue. We can see another way that we can fix that one. An education system or anything, any system in the world, we can bring it to South Sudan so that our area will say each in flat to thing. Second thing, if you go to the Netherlands in the whole entire country at a level of the at a level of water, you see, so if you have money, you can fix it. You don't have to find somebody to come and divert your water. You can do by yourself. Even our engineering, our people can do that, just simply. If difficult, we can develop the system of irrigation. That one can help people too. Irrigation, we can use that one. So the water be become a pump out the and then the saturated land, the water, new water, they can go to it. I don't think I can any reason anything. South Sudan going to Egypt to bring Egyptian to clean our Nile. I don't think this is a healthy idea. So we can do it. South Sudan can do it by himself, because we can move. If it is difficult, we can move the city to the high levels for time being until we can get the program that we can do with the Nile water. So Egyptian is not a solution. People can resort on it. I, for myself, I cannot agree with those kind of policy. Those policy is very dangerous, and the South Sudan they have to pay attention for those kind of program. First of all, when SPLA started, it started from the Jonglei Canal. It's one of the main core that South Sudanese get independent. So why not now? Right now, we're going back to the people who need to take our water, and I don't think that's it. And South Sudanese actually become so it's not a problem of water. The problem is us. So water.
Piwa mahemaret ko ke wo piu chal ke mahem ake gae chieng ko ke jale lai ke chieng warich ko ke ku mai ko ko ma yo ku jala nen ran apir ne piu piad bai de cho green zone in western Equatoria ku jala central ten ku in North Uganda, North Congo, even Central Africa, piu kaban arod jod flex fusut ne nang evaporation ne piu ro jod biga bedeng ya la twa internet no piade ten lakin kwere wari tiyo ke ne very suspicious no wo go dia e ko po that kitikina la jog tin nong e chanya tao de na lwel ka wir ka kwar ke ya na wir chi ti ka ju ret ke to junu Sudan ta na pa ba le le jog tin ai la jog to one piu e ke ben tin a che jog no wari chale e jog
Yeah.
ye to er lakini chale yitan kwene ti la liang pin wone ne suit len ene ke jaba ne jog tin kene ko le da ko po we pya de ya benang scientific research wan chi ka na allowed ko bi kedang kan bi research kan loy kuna le ko ja we je ya cha no piu bi ga ye na bak ke jwe flowing of water ka che te liang pe ne ban we e ya to tun ene le ba le we and then you make calculation ya chan be speed limit be the same but be flowing in piu be cha to pak ke ka lao so kayen kan anong daga po di rede kwa ke o kuma o ga ti kuma bit achin action chuping kwa chin ani we chiban ben side beta da kuma big bane jai wal bi gam to ki kan chok because misrin kujala Ugandans achit ka loito kankaro a chi ke ja yo ga big kan to ga big gam iye ba Junuba Sudan anang mashakil siyasiyan kejana stable ito ke kangro abor piwa chi ke loy bi cha abor chira loy ke dina chi ja ogi chan bra ni chi ka ke ya gare na bor ko chi abor ke displace ku bigam lo ga to kwer war man piwa lo ga bai pandin tio ke chang war to ka jo be bor ko ku in next 5 to 10 years what will be the result of it ko piu kaka ya flowing to the north. I can piu ba la where from north coming back again. So
No,
kan
yeah.
kiri lijare de ke ko go why in a gum. Makana na chi be there in the place. They start digging. Look at dredging. Che Jonglei Canal Resumption project man ke bo ne tok chi tambe Ethiopia kana ne chi lwel wa chi la ria la de chi Ethiopia la dom nyen en Misir go ke la jal. Lakin now the soft side they could think it to and they try to use this opportunity to my shackle thing they came up to South Sudan. Wake ganong share lion share to ke Misrin in agreement with the river Nile waters ake akoy nong in bigger shares in East Africa ban ko ke sharing water of the Nile e Misrin nong in a nong bigger share. But now they still need extra more be Martin. Eyo ka dia kan ka betul ka bichotio.
I think Kichalwele, first of all, we can talk about Egypt. Uh, to me here, it seems that Egypt, they don't know what to do with the water, actually. So if we can calculate Ahmad Chiloyan, in 1 year, Egypt, approximately, if I can say, Alibia
Mm.
75 or 85 billion cubic water a year. Kenya, Kaka, up you,
Yeah.
this is enough water to Egypt.
Mm.
And I think if they need the more water, they can use that water in Nasser River, in the Beer
Yeah.
Nasser. There's plenty of water there. They can use it.
Mm.
Egypt can save more than 50 years without rain using the Nasser Lake. So really, Egypt doesn't need any water if we're
Mm.
going to reality. If you're going to real reality, Egypt doesn't need water. It can say 20 years or 50 years. He has already the water in the Bir Nasser. I think it's the second or third lake in Africa, in the volume of the water they have it. So we come back to South Sudan. Actually, it is a very critical, very dangerous. Really, really, I can say it's dangerous. It is very dangerous so that if you want to play about your resources, the water one the most resources in South Sudan. So South Sudan living in that resources. If the government really to do the program about the resources, you should have to see this program. You cannot allow your water to be taken away with the simple that's a plot. Plot is not a problem. The problem is ours. We put our cities in a place that water can come. But now we can move those cities to the higher places until we can solve that problem. It is very easy. If South Sudan really need to solve this problem, they can do it. They can do it. We have a lot of examples. Those countries in the world here, some of the countries actually they are under the water and they are survive in this area. You need technology and you need the people that can help you to do that. And South Sudan is capable to get those people. Even South Sudan themselves, they can do that. If we got the resources, we can do that. We have engineers, we have geologists, we have geographers. All people they are there, they can do it just simply. If South Sudan needed to speak that one. And I don't think this is, I think this is a political play, players, but I don't think if South Sudan actually really need to survive, you have to cancel this program. This program, it doesn't work at all. You cannot jeopardize your people and your resources with simply because you have a plot. A plot that you can do it, you can solve it. Everybody can solve by himself. You can go to higher places, and then you can settle there until things will change. As with South Sudanese, we can come collectively, and then to raise our voice to the government of South Sudan. This program will not go ahead. Period. No South Sudan will allow this one to happen in our lifetime now. Yeah. Egyptian, we know Egyptian, they're just playing around. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. And then I hope quite Kwana Kuma, our ping. Ali Boping, a Chanwaja Matonda, who can resources Ali Bicalwell Twanga. Pindani, University Sudan, actually be Paul, I can be can be Kanyai in the weakness want to go. Plot is our weakness. Actually, Buban, quite popular Banach and be people Bukobanya. So we cannot, and I hope the government will ping the wise voice in the people of South Sudan so that they can solve this, they can stop this program. Nobody needed in South Sudan. Achinwar Wegi, want to know what you clean. Are you be clean? South Sudan is capable to clean his own river.
Yeah.
I check one or could even to think good. My point to know again when a kilometer as an Amal Junub and Amal Junub Sudan bullshit program. I check a bear, you cannot bring those bullshit programs to steer the voice of South Sudan. This is a bullshit one. I can say that.
Correct.
It's a bullshit program. Yeah.
Apa rede chin chale rede ja sister ayan makech I cannot call you because this is a stream yard that I'm using. It's not Facebook, but the link is down there, is pinned down in the Facebook. You can just follow the instruction in that link if you would like to join us. You said that you have important message that you need to share with us. I did try to call you in your messenger, but it didn't go through because we are not friends in Facebook. Kene message ba lagi kana kuna na orang ready we bawa join kaya man Geneva Sudan or one of the people who will be affected by this project. The link is pinned down there. You can just click and join us. In a short time, we won't be long here. It just will be a brief conversation or discussion on the dredging of River Nile. Will be about 1 hour approximately that we will do here. When Yandao, Manuel, I expect you. Yeah, you will join us soon. But the link is there. Kayan, the whole South Sudanese, Ranaban Midpo, we are not happy with the decision of allowing the foreigners to come and clean our rivers. That's the first thing that I said before, that should be left with the scientific researchers to do that job. And there are places also where they should have started it, not in the middle of the country or where the target of the Jonglei is placed. So I believe the government now is aware. Everybody's imposing this. They don't like it, and they should have backed down. Otherwise, if they continue with it, I've been waiting for the press conference that should be done on Friday by the government officials regarding dredging of River Nile and Jonglei Canal Resumption project. I heard they will come up to come and talk about it to address the public. But they have been silent. That is my worries now. Why they have been silent and the old machineries are already on ground. They are about to start or they have started already on Monday. That thing in the near future, this is a big disaster ever the country has accepted. It's a great disaster if they agree to let it go, then in the near future will be a desert. That is a big disaster.
Yeah, indeed, you have a right to say that because it's a big disaster, my brother. Because when you see the cross section of map of South Sudan, so you will see South Sudan in the middle, the lower land. So the lower land, all water, all these things they can pass through it. This is the reality. That's we know that, and then to fix that, we have to move all this area, affected area, to a higher land for time being until we solve this problem. This problem can be solved, I think, and I hope the government of South Sudan will be wise enough to really to ratify this, not to do it at all, and to cancel it for good. And tell the Egyptians, thank you so much. We don't need it for now, because actually our country is not stable until now, so we don't have this program to be bring on in a situation that all South Sudan they are not united and they are not agree in one thing. Our government should be wise for that, so that we can even become full, and then we're dealing with our peace. Now, no, quite affected by the flood, they can move to the higher lands.
The higher land.
We have plenty of places in Barak. Yeah, Barak is that they go. Leg State already is open his place to the people who need support. Already, actually Leg State low. And the same thing we can do that until we now program the program be baby can be bigger solve. I hope the government of South Sudan working with South Sudan, York, at time now is not his time now. That program is not his time now. You see, as you see right now, and if you see the news 3 days ago, Alfred River in Iraq, it's totally empty. Totally empty. Farad, how do you call it in English? Alfredi River in Egypt, in Iraq. It's almost empty right now. Because the water actually sit. Because they knew the coming millennium it would be a problem of water. That's what everybody is right now is building his water because of cold. Why not we cannot do that in South Sudan? Huh? Why we cannot do that? Our water is whatever. We can survive on, but our problem is ours. We don't know how to do them. So actually, we shall be people bigger. And I hope the government of South Sudan we really need water. We really need water. Not this generation. The coming generation will face the consequences if you allow your water to be taken away by Egyptians in a simple way like that. So, Kanachi, yani oga yam ka kuma da achan ba kuma because the program kitken program can pick at Bukolo South Sudan overpay all the local people. I shall be guys stable in South Sudan. We don't need anybody. We bent to death. The people in Yai to know well, work, but become clean. Why? We need clean to know who are capable to do to clean our rivers and to clean our cocoa. I don't think I didn't see the point that people go to Egypt come and do this program. Yeah.
Chukjam iwa no kwa ibe chukabe ke scientist jala one of the professors chiko jia chetok Martin kwe chuping akuma eche one of the professors out of Canada Tariq eche invited to come to Juba who invitation day suppose by kona ahead before the implementation of dredging of the rivers, because this guy has more than 20 years working, studying in the Sud land here. He's a Sudanese. So why did they cut that one short and they carry on with the programs of dredging the river? It's a question mark. Wakuma ache yidial board wache tong du che tong der chui be jam chui be la ko yue ko chui be lel ka chagam kene no wajari nim kuran ban achira nyare chon ko war ka kadang aweje impossible wuchi gen kana nong game CSN nong ka jure da toy jiten nong ka tia da tin ko to kumai ken nong ka chi ka tan ne war kan kene and non gained in politically or materially or anything. Akato. When get your natural resources, the way they are being handled nowadays, you are very careful because of global warming. I should go team chlorate in northern fall. And ice that like did were in Taliban in a document. The work with the volume of the water is growing. The land you are shrinking. So all these things are happening, but our people they don't trust or listen to the scientists' cautions, the warnings that they're being given out, and that's why you see Egyptians now and everybody they are fighting to prepare for something happen in next 10 years, another 10 years to come in decades. That are their plans, not now. But in the next 10 years, if we are not careful, moving out, desert, anong lake sit of shot was a big lake. Kwacha disappear mana Sahara, but how it happened? Through mankind mismanagement. These things will result bad. Of Central Asia, Uzbekistan, also there's one of the rivers. It are two man I shrink. I video they played and color like in I was warned by YouTube because of copyright. I would have played it now. A video very important affair. I walk I call the Pasara Yara but the Liadic. Babu, Chadatan. Why? Because of
I saw that again.
yes. So Kakabanaka Loro,
you know,
go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. You know, according to geology, every 100 years, war, as you speak right now, till Lewo Iman Bulwell, South Bulwell, Sudan, Kano Yellow River. Nobody can believe it. Like in Sudan used to have a yellow river, and that yellow river disappeared right now. We start from Chad, we went to Darfur through to the Nile. That river, man, totally. Nobody knows can occasional yellow river in Sudan. The same thing. If we use this strategy, piu to ko ka ale big gal you know ale big gal to kuji ka loy ku yen zatu ene michela tiok sinin baban ka michela be michela piu la na chi rel piu ku ka bi ka ban nya piu ato chatin ke yen o agore chan be akuma da be nyeliep first of all akuma da people scientists people can do those kind of things akuma that they don't believe in his people and a problem we don't need Egyptian ashan bi kabal ho ko chilaka South Sudan is capable to do those things because one of the plot issue a just simple issue and even chalba yik asaban bak engineer to South Sudan bakachor kujila geography talkapin what we do with this can make a solution ka be ku yike be low just simply like a don very cheap ku ka mit kon bai atati lakin ko ya tun ko ala no Egyptian ko ala no tio kwano lakin now education South Sudan can educated is labeled to in Egypt and elsewhere in the world because tonkana chi ko juja chi gal kwa chi la we have those people if tieno kuma tien willing ku jamien ka gorini da ni mi kento are they can get those people abi hello and can much like flood it's a big issue when can flood it's a big issue at all fi Juba Sudan ci yen ci ko won le biyo kuma da jam ki yen ke kadan ko ka ci displayed first of all cin kita okay South Sudan never been built from the beginning akati yimudun tiyo Juba man achi chol mudun they are not cities to frankly speech bakatin ke mudun South Sudan they are not cities I really big village ake got to South Sudan and why not we jeopardize our water in the cities well ki kabil kulel ga ko ya to kadan if South Sudan need they should build the cities to ke yi kabil ko bi piwa not cottages ache kulel ka ko ka ye kadan South Sudan have never been built and before ko che kira kan lo kane kuma to know that they are wise enough our water is our life we cannot give away the water just simply Egyptian kachibet kachiwo yek scholarship what scholarship 300 people wala chiwo yek arabat wala chiwo yek guru and we can jeopardize whole generation achi and I hope akuma benyi kuloye tene water is a red line people cannot talk about that water let them talk about petrol and everything like in water don't touch it can people of South Sudan if akuma tin ping ku akuma wan okay well can jam kan okulu South Sudan do whatever you want but the water don't touch water please yeah and kuwan liberal law lanu ne thing and I hope akuma da lebana ko won non the big thing program going to be nyai ma if they want to clean the rivers you have to clean it from every area of South Sudan no what the be clean ache na ile ne ban clean it
Ena pada rede cha brother Arnold la penchuru red nong yin area do kwini jalle jape nikin ben ko boka ko kultin ban jam by nom te nong ko yuan ke be can affected near future bani leje rede kayen in fixing leg state show bi wo kan bu be nyal ko bu ko ban aware chu jam jana we dure jam wan man leg state media yitan en ko tiyo kan river Nile ping kujala natural resources kwan ke tok wa chu ka jam yeten fa kayen show kana bugja tiyo ko bugja pal kuma chin bugja ti bu ping kuno bia result non ke ga kuma their press conference in Bigloy bugja ti bu ping ngu bia ngu react and they have already know our position koi kulongo Kayeni Chaleja Reddish, wish you but good night in your area. Allow view ban your comments, greetings, your support as a South Sudanese proud citizens, both in diaspora and back home. Your solidarity is really very important, and that's where the government can make a decision through your reaction. So I appreciated all your comments and your presence, your campaign in different ways. That's God bless you all. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are tuning in to Fixing Leg State Show. If you have your final remarks, Brother Arnold, you can just give that final remarks and we close the show.
Yeah, I think so. My final remark actually goes to the government of South Sudan, because Canada water, not now, they cannot see the problem water now, but coming years they will see it. If you make a bad decision right now, you will face a consequence in coming years and your generation too. So what Kilibu Lego Kuma, you have to stop that program. That project with our Nile can anything concerning water, they have to stop it once. If the problem of the people actually displaced, South Sudan is a big country, a big country. People can move around. You see, they can even come to Bahr Ghazal, or they can even go to some areas, the higher land. Even Jonglei Kulu, Akijbo. It's not a Jonglei, all entire Jonglei, Chitopiwi. All entire Unity State is not in the water. There are some places are higher places, so people can move to that place until South Sudan to come to our sense, to know where we are, and then we can solve our problem. Then you will have my final, a lot know Okuma. I hope your press will not happen. We are silent. We bear program going to time kuko at Tawali at your Brahmin at Faida. If you guys going ahead, you guys will face a lot of problem. And we have a lot of problem right now in South Sudan. We don't need to add more problem concerning water. We have problem of oil. We don't know oil where it's going now. Can a big Michela? South Sudan didn't know what is oil going to. You create this one and you create this one. You have to solve one. Chokon kunyi oil letio. Chokon kunyi dab letio. Chokon kunyi all these minerals legatio. South Sudan need to know those things. Not to bring us the program we don't know where they start and where they end in a Michela Batai Kabor. No. Kana achi. And in the University of Sudan, want to know how to say my voice to the people of South Sudan. Because kana I think achi kuyin bang tin ping kujila kwa to kumai, please you can stop. Kuwan buka jarau ku buka right for more achi by media. You guys can stop right away. Like Egyptian, thank you so much. In machine kunchakabe, now go because we choke I could. Back do low pay. Like otherwise, we don't need any more problem concerning our resources in South Sudan. And in the Batogutan, in Lake State, to be aware of this. The couple of red baga by the and because big jam, bring a bride, be express in the in the only place you can raise your voice to the government beneath. And you guys keep this good job all the time, bring it on, and people even a being actually kept I'm going to be ping. One day South Sudanese people they're saying no to this project, but are Egyptian. Actually, we don't need any project with the Egyptian because you cannot trust Egyptian. How come you trust them? And the people in South Sudanese people in Egypt right now, they are suffering. They are really suffering. Tabanim. body they can organize we don't need those things. We don't need those things. And you took the watch more already. I hope, but now one day I really have a lot of things I want to share with you guys concerning this project, especially with the water in South Sudan. I share that can now can water is issue. Flood is not issue. Issue in our people in South Sudan. You can move, water cannot follow you. If you move to higher place, they cannot follow you. Yeah.
Father Reddish, I thank you so much, Arnold. We will invite you one day to discuss more about this. Ruben Manyang Mother Rijal Benten, go Gacha Koya Toa, Koi Tong, Queen
Oh,
Ijal.
Kalado. No, you can close it. Close it.
Oh, I just took a little now. You talk better coin by Bakoja, where do you have gotten Kuloya Bear in the final remark and Bogatio?
Okay. Mileage, Isaac Ginichamo, Kichanga, 5 minutes, and she non telephone jabe jot. Anor Bill Kudwal brother, Kedi in a Paul. It's been a while. Ian Banyaisa Kubalwil and Abijam only maybe 2-3 minutes. I can Kwaja Chakatong. I check hold down. First, Kian Jamokten Kenepiu, Kenawara, which I a very big topic. A topic did it. What actually caused reaction among South Sudanese is simply because of the silence of our government on the issue.
Yes.
And most of us come here, maybe there are some experts, of which I want to tell people that I'm not an expert in this area, environmentally. But common sense is the answer sometimes. The issue of water wedge can go expert, can go study. 1 year could go to it. Or 2 years could go to it. It could go at least a good 5 years study. It can be be expert, be engaged, whether nationally, internationally, and regionally, because Kichirikan a big project. People like Professor, the Chancellor of the University of Juba, can disagree with this. He cannot disagree, Korean. Who else in South Sudan that can push this project to go ahead? It's not about being a president. It's not about being a minister for environment or a minister of water resources and irrigation. It is something to do with engaging the expert. But I think Kenaki Akira Loy, Chigwa Tagach, Kugor Koi Tuiten, Kulwelan Yen Kanabi Loy Kalang, where you machineries can work and move in. So now people were predicting that in the next 50 years to come, from 2050 60, Abeding Nang a war over water resources. And this is what Egyptians are doing.
Definitely.
They have already built a lot of canal, and they are continuing to do so. And with this, if they are allowed to continuously play within the field, of course they will eventually create a lot of dams diverging water from River Nile into Egypt, flowing into their own territory. You see, and I don't think our government is actually ready, or chakumada nong study chikang loy before and kike project. Key sign. I agree with brother Arnold. when you say that this agreement need to be ratified, it is not too late. Of course, that agreement between Egypt and South Sudan, and I was listening to Professor
Okay.
Taz, or
None. Oh, yeah,
yeah,
tag.
yes, Professor actually talked very much, given his expertise in this particular um area of study, you know, and this is a professor with a more than 50 years experience in the field. He has taught in different several universities across Africa and globally, as including the United States of America, the UK, and so on. Fakan ayating uh,
I think.
agoren this project yakuma betingich tien yentum. We went to the bush in 1983 because we were opposing the so-called Jonglei Canal. And what is the difference now? The difference between the then Jonglei Canal, when South Sudanese took up arms to fight against the issue of Jonglei Canal plus so many other issues that were affecting South Sudanese. So what is the difference between now and then and 40 years ago? There is no difference. What caused South Sudanese so many lives back in the days can cause more lives today. So I would like to end here. I can already in Tong, and I wish everyone a happy time across the globe. I thank you.
Yeah,
I think.
and a
Mm,
that's sorry for that. I
yeah.
actually, even though quite a one or little knowledge about that system, all of that, we really know the cross section of the map of South Sudan, how it look like. Baloy cross section. We know, I know areas only because I can move in, or no areas only big account for time being. Because flood actually a problem itself, problem with the people. I can you can divert that one. Scientific mob baloy, a liberal law, Kayen need a layer, ready to Kuyen South Sudan actually need to listen to these people. Be cupping. Ashan yin to German man yin and ye kadanga yibaloy, yin yiba flood. To you in a salt, you can create a canal, a different area, but you have to calculate the water level of the Nile, Kujala Battle of Weekend, how many meters can pew, the water they move from higher place to lower place. You see, the low in the kitchen, you have to put those programs, big account calculate, actually, below socket, land in the kiloban, who wait for column, who jump pew couple of take to know. An occasional water level at wake kangi, ukeka kagur bikaloy. Second to it, if you want to solve this program, in problem with in flood, you have to clean others. You cannot just clean the mainstream, clean natural stream. Lakin on a watershed, different areas, kawan togan koke, you have to clean them. The chinka clean, so water kabia flow, the speed of water, velocity of water will increase, kulek bialo smoothly into the river. Balatin. Keka kaka baka jalo, ti jamin kiyar ken stream kena, in a baja clean. That in another intention. You are not solving the problem. You need to drag this water bakanyai. Bakanyai stream tokakatini, the speed tokatin bakagatin too. And the people are nyiki one on geographers out of South Sudan, out of it, like Chile mentioned, Professor Kene, Alebito. Our any flood can there's a different rains. Rains and rain, like rains are different. We have three type of rains. Few kazato no rains get low. Bigger big evaporation of that water. They create rains to other places in South Sudan. So if you you cut off the season of the rains you see, because the wall a closed system. The many water be above it the amount of water be above it, aka amount of water below 20, working next amount of water, aka below underground water. I think they're better there. Nearly the chipping chart a closed system. I think people will abate the one of people today in any mini chicken on it, pure road, and of cycling. If you know that in people today, you cannot do something like that if you know this system. Here we really work South Sudanese, we have to come as a one people, and then we can talk to our government to stop that project immediately. I check on in the cash, well, no, we cannot do it in a TikTok. Program can cock a look, like in Moldova, I can get your national resources. Here the kitchen will can I really like it, and I hope Bakumada Banang idea in the glory, which is a very dangerous game and alone. Not for himself, but the generation to come. Akagaji can destroy. After you South Sudanese, South Sudan, the land of the abandoned animals will disappear. Land being like Abuto, Nachi migrate. They go Egypt or they go to Kenya or Uganda, elsewhere no pew. I don't think
they will follow water.
Yeah, why are you killing your country and you killing your animal population and then the people population that Uganda get? It is something that you didn't open your mind to see clearly. You see, and we hope the government that beneath South Sudanese can qualify to do their own business. Chinese, South Sudanese can do it. But those people, they can get machineries which are Mahadisin, Chia Krijin, Kakuban, Lulwaka Shawari, Ata Kabari, Achekilipically in Japanese. We have South Sudanese can do those things. Ato, Emitain Chanokuma, Akuma da Benit, Kayirkano, capable people, Katoke, Emitain Benit. Kaka Podia. Like in everything to Ataoche, Chinkuan Liu. Flood Canal, the book, Hill, Omid, Sudan, and the book Sol Wopet. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jonglei. Ruben Nongka Martin, Kabuk Yal Tot and on can a big discussion a give time for
time. I do chin and can where the book. In a way, a book yoga, a good chain design, but highways, Isaac, something that came recently to my mind.
Yeah.
If a highway can pass Rumbek town inside the CVD, you live in Brisbane. We have lived in some of the biggest cities.
Cities, yes.
And you I can highway take inside the major city.
No.
I issues there will be a time for us to talk more on this.
Thank you so much, guys, and all our viewers and followers. Thank you so much for being with us in this 1 hour. We spent discussing this important topic, but still we will talk about it more later in a scheduled time and a free day for all of us to share ideas with you. And we hope the government is listening, and they should come up immediately to stop this project not to go ahead. That's our request. So thank you. Have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you are tuning in. God bless you all. God bless South Sudan. Thank you.
It's your boy Young Love, I give him that time. Pancho legs stand and punchy America. Banyi doll, the banaban. Pancho legs stand and punchy America. Banyi doll, the banaban. Walk on your leg, Kankaro, what I know watching. Oga level leg, gear, power, leg. Panda with ya, punchy America. Banyi doll, bano. Chingatongo pandon, could you ever buy a check out? Papu panda, gear, what ya be doll. Venting. stand Panchi America, Panji Dwal, Panapan Pantaleg stand Panchi America, Panji Dwal, Panapan walk on the lake, Kankaru, what on the watch, Oga level, Juer, Pow, where I lake, Panda with Yae, Panchi America, Panya Dwalaman, Chingatongo Pandon, could you by a check out, Panda Juer, what they have beat, Dwalaman.